In the first year MBBS, we have three major and important subjects, namely anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. In this video, we are going to discuss what are the standard books recommended for all these three subjects, what are the books which I have followed, and what are the highlights of the books. Before going into the video, hi guys, this is Dr Venkatesh Karthikeyan, Community and Family Medicine Resident from AIIMS Patna. So, let's move straight into the video. Firstly, we are going to discuss the books and materials needed for anatomy. Gray's Anatomy textbook is the standard textbook throughout the world and widely followed. Coming to India, for regional anatomy, B.D. Chaurasia is most commonly followed by students here. But I found it very difficult to retain and reproduce the diagrams from B.D. Chaurasia. So I opted for a brand new book at the time by Dr. Vishram Singh, and that risk was definitely worth. The diagrams are so simple, easy, reproducible at the examination. So I started recommending that book to my juniors. Even with such a brand new book, I was able to get almost distinction, 0.5% less to distinction, and it is quite good. So you can strongly go for it without any doubt. So B.D. Chaurasia is pretty good when it comes to general anatomy, a small book that serves the purpose. For embryology, I've followed a book authored by MBBS Singh. The highlight of the book is that the key points are given at the end of each chapter. Just reading those key points at the end of each chapter for all the chapters gives us a broad idea about what embryology is. So, MBBS Singh for embryology is good. For histology, once again, I followed the book authored by MBBS Singh. Thanks to its simple hand-drawn diagrams, which makes histology a piece of cake. And for neuroanatomy, again, I read Vishram Singh's book. Very simple, clear, and neat diagrams, which helps us to score good in examination. And also, I would recommend all the students to buy their own bone set in order to read osteology. It is quite impossible to read osteology and to understand it without having your own bone set. Please avoid artificial bone sets, as it will not be a complete replica of the original one. And the most important book, Cunningham's, is bought by many students for dissection purpose. But I would recommend you to have a word with your seniors before buying Cunningham's. Coming to physiology, there are two standard books which is widely used across the world. One is Genong and the other one is Guyton Hall. So I use different books for different topics. What I could recommend is that you choose one particular topic and read the same topic across different books which I am going to discuss, and finally decide which book is suitable for you. G.K. Paul is one of the most popular books which is gaining a lot of attention in the last few years. So I read neurophysiology from G.K. Paul, and it is so simple and the diagrams are so excellent. And coming to the most important book, Simbalingam, it is the most criticized but it widely used by medical students in India. So thanks to its simple wordings and easy flowcharts, which makes our life easy, which makes the life of a fresher medico for whom everything is Greek and Latin in life easy. I also took the help from the exam preparatory manual from Vijayadi Joshi. I did read a few topics from that book, and it is so simple and high yielding one. And with all these books, I managed to get near distinction in physiology. So I started recommending the above books like Simbalingam, Vijayadi Joshi, and G.K. Paul to my juniors. And for physiology practicals, once again, G.K. Paul is more than enough to cover everything needed for physiology practicals. Apart from buying these books, you should also buy a lot of fruits, vegetables, and dates, because you'll be needing to prick yourself multiple number of times for hematology practicals. And for biochemistry, Harper is considered the gold standard. In India, biochemistry book by Dr. Vasudevan is most commonly used. I did use the same book for almost all topics except for molecular biochemistry, for which I preferred Satyanarayana. There are many YouTube channels like Khan Academy Medicine, which is very much helpful in getting oriented towards these kind of tough topics. So you need to actively look into the YouTube channels and apps, which helps us in making the understanding of anat, physio and biochemistry easy. You can also take help of the apps like eGurukul and Marrow for getting oriented towards the subjects in a much better way. So friends, it's not my 12th standard examination or final year MBBS or the AIIMS entrance which was the toughest in my life. It is the first year MBBS which was the most difficult one. So don't worry if you are finding it difficult to score well in your exams. Keep trying, keep studying, keep revising. You will definitely get into track someday. All the very best.